Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Storm Tracker 4 is busy as we're watching the radar in the skies. Meteorologist Brandon Root tracks some spring showers for us on this Wednesday. And the weather does top our news this noon. Thank you so much for joining us as we turn to the forecast, taking a live look outside. Not the prettiest sky cam from our Windsor cam of the downtown Detroit skyline, Brandon.
And it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's actually a little bit of a breakage here in the area soon. We still have showers over Hamtramck, downtown into the Grosse Points. But as we widen out the view, you see some breaks here through parts of western Wayne, Oakland, Livingston counties. As we keep widening everything out, you can see more showers are on our doorstep, just out of range here. But as we head into the middle afternoon, things will start to change, so enjoy just a little bit of a break in the rain action, at least for now. Temperatures with light rain showers, middle 50s, and you can see the reinforcements. It gets worse before it gets better. It will be heavier rain through the mid-afternoon and early evening today. So we'll shoot into the low 60s quickly, Rhonda, and then dropping back down as we hit those heavier showers after 2 p.m. So you can stay ahead of it with your local forecasters app. You can put your phone camera right up to that box in the middle. That QR code will stream you right to our free local forecasters app, your best weapon and tool, especially for afternoon showers, after school programs. Rhonda?
All right, Brandon, thank you. In a big win for gender equality, U.S. Soccer agrees to an equal pay deal for the men's and the women's teams. The U.S. Soccer Federation, the U.S. Women's National Team Players Association, and the U.S. National Soccer Team Players Association all agreed to this plan. Under the agreements, U.S. Soccer will be the first federation that equalizes FIFA World Cup prize money. Also under the deal, U.S. Soccer will share part of its broadcast, partner, and sponsorship revenue with a 50-50 split between men's and women's soccer. The U.S. Soccer president called it a truly historic moment, and it absolutely is. New here at noon, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office hosts its annual Awards Day ceremony today, and it's in honor of National Police Week and National Peace Officers Memorial Day. Among today's honorees were emergency staff who responded to the Oxford High School shooting last November, including some of the first officers that arrived to help control the scene and save the students.
We've seen similar tragedies around the world and around our country, where people pause, people hesitate, and additional lives are lost. Tragically, we lost 4 amazing souls that day, but I am convinced that many more would have been lost without the amazing actions of the men and women of police and fire service on that day.
Emergency responders from 45 federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies responded to the scene on that day. President Joe Biden condemns the poison of white supremacy and said that the nation must reject the lies of the racist replacement theory. He exposes by the shooter who killed the 10 black people in Buffalo. Meantime, officials are continuing to investigate, and the investigation is surrounding around that tragic event on Saturday. Ron Allen has this report from upstate New York.
Well, this morning things are a bit more subdued here. There's no big crowd yet at the memorial. The media presence, the police presence seems a little bit smaller as the days go by. But we expect to see more people here as the day goes on. In the community, there's a huge outpouring of support for the families and for the people in this community who relied on this grocery store, the only one for miles in this neighborhood, for fresh food. It's a food desert here, and beyond here now there are food pantries, makeshift pantries set up for people to get groceries. There are volunteers stepping up, saying in many cases that they're doing this because they wanted to do something positive to help the community in the midst of all this negativity. There's been an outpouring of support from the corporate community in Buffalo and around Buffalo with financial donations to the families and to support efforts here to help people. There's a counseling center just down the street as well, where some employees and others who were witnesses and victims of the massacre are gathering for help and support. So still a lot going on. And this weekend, coming up Saturday, we understand the first funerals or homegoing services, as some families call them in their faith, will be happening. And tomorrow, on Thursday, the suspect has an appearance in court, which will be another moment when we perhaps hear more about where the investigation stands and what to expect with that going forward. Ron Allen, NBC News.
Great, Ron, thank you. Also making headlines this noon, days after the deadly mass shooting in a predominantly black neighborhood in Buffalo, New York, lawmakers are pushing for change. The Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act of 2022 is up for vote today. As its name indicates, the bill is aimed at preventing domestic terrorism and fighting violent extremists by white supremacists. It would set up offices focused on domestic terrorism at the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, and the FBI. The bill would also call for reports regarding threats from white supremacists and neo-Nazis. Once the bill passes the House, as expected, it'll head to the Senate. Finland and Sweden formally submit their membership applications to NATO, but this just in, Turkey has blocked NATO's initial efforts to fast-track their applications. Still, in the 3 short months since Russia invaded Ukraine, analysts say the invasion has reworked European security for decades to come and not in Russian President Vladimir Putin's favor. Let's get to Richard Engel. He has this report from eastern Ukraine.
When you look at what Russia has done to towns and villages like this one in Ukraine, it's obvious why many Swedes and Finns would decide and have decided that they want to join NATO. They've watched how Russia launched an unprovoked war against Ukraine, inventing an excuse that this country was run by a bunch of neo-Nazis, and invaded the country, and in places like this carried out campaigns of carpet bombing. And in other villages, there have been mass executions and mass graves. And the Finnish people, the Swedish people, are watching the images that have been coming out of Ukraine and saying, if that could happen to Ukraine in an unprovoked conflict, the same thing could happen to us. So now they've made it official, with both Finland and Sweden today formally submitting their applications to join NATO. And this has the potential of reshaping the security balance all across Europe. And it is a personal blow to Russian President Vladimir Putin, who said that the whole reason for his launching this so-called special military operation here in Ukraine was to push NATO away from Russia's borders, to prevent Ukraine from joining NATO, to prevent NATO from encroaching on Russia's borders. Well, now the opposite appears to be happening. This war so far seems to be backfiring for Vladimir Putin. He's got a country that is refusing to give in, even after it is absorbing so much punishment and so much damage. And now he has a NATO alliance that appears to be growing toward his border.
That was Richard Engel reporting. Today, the U.S. Treasury and global banks unveiled a multi-billion-dollar plan to address the worldwide food crisis as it intensifies by the Russian war. The plan calls for billions to be spent to support farmers, address the fertilizer supply crisis, and develop land for food production. As part of the effort, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken will hold meetings in New York on the sidelines of the UN, focusing on food security. The State Department says that in 2021, more than 193 million people worldwide experienced acute food insecurity. This is an increase of 40 million people compared to the year before. And the pain at the pump continues. Gas prices all across Metro Detroit rose 5 cents during the overnight hours since yesterday. So right now the price is just a couple of pennies, 3 to be exact, away from $5 a gallon. $4.57 is the average price across the state, Metro Detroit, and the nation. Let's take a live look at the big board. Today, the Dow dropped more than 800 points. Its first decline in 4 days. The losses come after a disappointing earnings report from Target. Experts say that any company that relies on non-essential purchases will likely suffer because a lot of discretionary income has been funneled to food and the high gas prices. Turning our attention now to the very latest on the coronavirus. The Detroit Health Department is now recommending indoor masking as the city reaches a high rate of COVID-19 infections. We will get our next state coronavirus data update this afternoon. This comes one day after experts at Henry Ford Health warned that their hospitals are seeing an increase in COVID cases and hospitalizations. Meantime, the White House Coronavirus Task Force is holding its first briefing in 6 weeks. Here is some of what's discussed.
We have more than 200 million Americans vaccinated, more than 100 million Americans boosted. We have a pretty high degree of immunity in our population. But we're also seeing at this moment a lot of infections across the country. Depending on which tracker you use, we're at about 100,000 infections or cases a day. And we know that the number of infections is actually substantially higher than that. Hard to know exactly how many, but we know that a lot of people are getting diagnosed using home tests. Home tests are great, by the way. I've been a huge fan of home tests for the last 2 years. But what that means is we're clearly undercounting infections, undercounting cases.
Hospitalizations are also increasing, and we are seeing about 275 deaths per day across the United States. So stay with us here on Local 4 and click on Detroit.com for comprehensive coverage of that briefing and, of course, the updated case numbers that are coming out later this afternoon.